Hey everyone, it's Kong with a little update on our upcoming update. I don't usually do these kinds of breakdowns, but I'm making an exception this week because collapsing two monthly patches into one is confusing and kind of overwhelming. So let's try to make some sense of everything. I suppose we can include this in the Kong Reads You Patch Notes category, kind of. I'll start with an overview of the stuff that we know is coming in the December 3.0 patch from the in-game announcement, and then I'll talk about some of the other pieces still floating around in the ether from the Chinese update and the predicted banner schedule. So here's the stuff that's supposed to come with the 3.0 update, which we know we're getting on December 23rd. The limited Weitime banner. The Werner and Mariandel banner with their Echo of Light skins should be the major update headliner. The new continent map and new story, chapters 1 to 4. The Floating Realm, aka Farmville sim mode. New soldiers, State Guard in the Lancer's Tree and Fighting Monk in the Holy Tree. 3 cost skills for Werner, Mariandel, Tiaris, Varna, and Oliver. And exclusive gear for Mariel and Patsir. Alright, so that stuff is all confirmed. We were also supposed to get SSR unit and gear bags and 2 weeks of 18 Gates of Fate, but I don't think we'll be getting the latter at least. Some sales and packs might show up in the shop, most likely holiday skins, but I get the sense that with all this content, they might feel that adding 18 Gates of Fate on top of that is a little too much. Now, that doesn't mean we won't see it in the new year. It might be just part of a separate celebration. Okay, next we've got the stuff that was originally supposed to come in the December patch, which looks like it's being collapsed into the January patch. But what's confirmed from December and what's still missing in action? SP Lana was confirmed for the 3.0 update in the preview, but it's not announced for the first week. Most SP Lottos start in the second week of the update anyway, so that's probably when we'll be able to get her. Well, whoever still has 4,000 crystals left anyway. Fortunately, these things do tend to come around on a monthly basis or so if people have to skip SP Lana at first, at least we know we'll have an opportunity to get her later. The new Covenant content is also confirmed from this update, so Vanheim will show up in the Aurora Kingdom and we'll be able to make a covenant with Freya. Well, they're calling her Frigg in the global translation, to avoid confusing her with our summonable character Freya. Which makes sense on the surface, but mythology geeks might be annoyed because Frigg isn't from Vanheim, she's from Asgard. Freya is pretty much the most famous Vanir from Vanheim, but oh well, frig it. We're also getting the 3 cost skills for Lyanna and Melania, and exclusive gear for Rosalia and the Night of Mystery. Dimensional Expedition was also brought forward and then delayed until December 30th, so people don't have to grind over Christmas. So what are the pieces of orphaned December content? First and foremost, we don't know what's happening with the banners. There was an Akka and Sissy White banner on the schedule, actually the first chance to get Sissy White since her launch. There were also Ledin, Rachel and Altamuller, and Gerald and Layla, Night of Mystery, and Ilusha Destiny banners. And if these are cancelled, this will be the second time in a row that the Gerald and Layla banner has been skipped, making them ironically a rare unit. Finally, there was supposed to be a Build-A banner, where you get to choose 2 units to summon on a custom raid-up. Now, it's important to note that even though I'm talking about this here in this orphaned content section, we don't actually know what's happening with this stuff. It might still show up for all we know. It might be delayed until later in the patch, or to a different update, or it might be skipped altogether. We don't really know. This banner was tossed together in China to cover for a potential crossover falling through at the last minute, so it was kind of a mistake, and I can understand them not wanting to highlight it as like the main event on a major update. But it would still be odd to me that they would disappear it entirely, so personally I have a feeling that this is not the last we've seen of the Build-A banner. Don't quote me on that, but I think we're getting it. You can quote me on that. There were also generic Lana and Leon Echo of Light skins, and some new story preludes that just awarded some free loot, Surely those preludes must be combined into the 3.0 update, since there are actual real story chapters in there now, right? One final note. As if this messy combination of December and January weren't chaotic enough, we're actually getting one piece of extra early content that was originally scheduled for February under the Elma and Cortez update. More new soldiers. Sandsea Mercenary from the Infantry tree, and Night Elf from the Assassin tree. That brings the total new soldiers coming in this week's update to 4. I wonder if this means this banner schedule reshuffle is actually going to have an ongoing ripple effect into future months beyond just the obvious fact that stuff is going to be coming here a month sooner now. Only time will tell. Anyway, hopefully that was enough to clarify some of the confusion about what's coming this month, what's still unaccounted for out there, and what the next couple of months of Langrisser content are going to look like. Let me know in the comments what you're hoping to see the most. What's the number one most exciting thing about this update 3.0 for you? I know there are a lot of people who are really interested in a lot of the different content, so I'm interested in seeing what is kind of the common theme. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Happy Langrissing, everyone.